Counter-Strike is very expensive. Everyone knows that. And skins can get up to 100 and even thousands of dollars. However, let's say you went back and you only had a brand new account with $5 to spend. I am going to give you the best weapon skins on the weapons you're going to use the most for all under $5. To be clear, I am not including tax in these calculations. That will be if you buy these, that will be added on. However, these are the best weapon skins for those. And let's get right into it. Starting off, we have your T-side primary pistol, which is going to be the Glock 18. That I'd recommend getting an Oxy Blaze. This is going to cost you around 72 cents in the factory new condition. I'd recommend Oxy Blaze, especially in fact new, because your Glock is going to be a weapon you're going to have on you every round, most likely, in CS, and it's always good to have a very cool looking skin to go along with a weapon that you're going to have so much. And I think the Oxy Blaze is a great weapon skin. It looks really cool. Similar to that Blaze skin, the very expensive one, except it's in white. I'd highly recommend it. Next is your USP skin, which I would highly recommend getting the Night Ops USP skin in minimal wear condition. Now, this is going to run you around 82 cents, which I think is a great price for such a cool skin. Now, again, it is one of your primary pistols that you're going to have the majority of the game. So, obviously, having a cool skin on it is cool. Minimal wear, there are a couple like nicks and bruises on it, but it's still a very cool skin. Highly recommend it. Night Ops is just a very cool camo looking pattern. For your M4A1S, if you use M4A1S, I'd highly recommend the Night Terror skin. This is going to run you around 55 cents in the field tested condition, and it is potentially the best, I'd say, skin for price here. It has some very cool colors. The skin looks overall really good, even in that field tested condition. It is such a cool skin. I like the red on it. The red really pops, which I feel like kind of for the cheaper skins, you're going to get more bland colors like brown, gray. But for such a cheap skin, that red is just such a cool like aspect to the skin, which is why I highly recommend it. It's only 55 cents. Next up is probably the weapon you will be using the most is the AK. It's going to be your primary weapon and is the best weapon in the game, arguably, for your rifles. And I recommend getting the Olive Polycam in fact new condition. This is going to run you around 94 cents. Now, this is honestly, I think, a good deal. Olive Polycam is just a very cool looking skin. That green is really just nice, especially in fact new with like no hits on it. The AK is just a very cool weapon, and I think the green overall just going on the AK is just very cool. So I'd highly recommend getting it in that fact new condition for 94 cents. Next up is your op skin, which I'd highly recommend getting the Pit Viper op in minimal wear. This is going to cost you around 85 cents, which I think is a great deal. The Pit Viper is a very cool skin in minimal wear. While there are a couple hits on the skin that and cuts and little things, from it being minimal wear and not fact new, that overall kind of don't make it look like the best because it's minimal wear. I still think it's a great skin. That green is so cool. It's minimal wear, so there are a couple hits like I keep saying, but they're not that big of a issue really. And again, it's such a cool skin for only 85 cents. That's Op Pit Viper. All right, last up, I'm going to recommend for your Desert Eagle skin, I'm going to go Urban Rubble. It's going to cost you around $1.10 in fact new condition. Now, this is the most expensive weapon skin that I have talked about on this list so far. And I will say that if you do not use the Desert Eagle that much, you just don't like it.
Camo is very cool in the game.
I'd highly recommend
and overall, it's a great skin. It's going to run you around $1.10, which might be a little pricey. I know it's actually the most expensive item on this list. You might think, okay, why are you getting it on a Desert Eagle? Because I think the Desert Eagle is such a cool weapon,
I really do,
and I like it a lot. Now, of course, if you didn't want to do this, you could substitute maybe this skin and get a bunch of small skins like, Mag 7, XL,
Thank you for watching.
Like and
subscribe.
Maybe you don't want on a Deagle skin, but I would recommend the